Can meditation replace sleep? That's a question that I got asked a lot. And throughout my 20 years of regular meditation practice, I've done many experiments, and today I'm going to share some results with you. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 88 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dienstmann. I'm the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of liveinthare.com, one of the top 5 most visited meditation blogs on the web. So, meditation and sleep. Let's first start by talking about the importance of sleep. Sleep is a sort of force multiplier in your life. If you're sleep deprived, all areas of your life will suffer, including meditation. It will be difficult for you to meditate properly if you are sleepy. Having enough sleep is essential for your body to heal, for your mind to absorb all the information and codify all the information, for you to also feel well. Sleep is essential. Now, how much sleep do we actually need? Almost everywhere you see recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But what your body and your mind really need is deep rest. That can be achieved through sleep, which is the easiest way, and can also be achieved through other means, like meditation, in some cases. So stay with me until the end for you to understand the caveat. So the amount of sleep you need will depend on several factors: your lifestyle, your biology, how much stress, how much effort and activity, physical and mental, you have in your day-to-day, your eating habits, what do you eat, how much do you eat, when do you eat. All of that takes energy. All of that influences how much rest your body and brain will need at the end of the day. So it's not the same answer for everyone. There's a small number of people, a small percentage of the population, that can go with 5 hours of sleep per night without any side effects. For the great majority of us, it's recommended 7 to 8 hours. That was always the case for me, 8 hours of sleep, since forever, basically. Now, here comes the question: can meditation replace sleep? Yes and no. As a beginner meditator, no, you won't be able to replace sleep with meditation. Meditation will allow you to have less stress in your day-to-day life. It will, as you evolve in your practice, you will have fewer thoughts. You will have fewer threads of thoughts going on at the same time in your mind. It's said that we have 50,000 thoughts a day. I don't know how they count that, but if that's true, then maybe after a decent amount of meditation practice, if you are following the 3 pillars of meditation and really growing your practice, then maybe you diminish from 60,000 to 50,000 or 45,000. Of course, you're spending less energy. You have more space, more headspace. You have less need for rest, basically. But in general, as a beginner meditator, no, you will not be able to replace sleep with meditation. And if you try, you'll probably get frustrated that you don't have enough sleep and your meditation is not flowing well either. Now, the other thing is, even as a beginner meditator, if you practice meditation before going to bed, before sleep, especially techniques like Yoga Nidra, you will find that you have a better night of sleep. So in general, for everyone, meditation will allow you to spend less energy during the day through things like stress, anxiety, worries. And as a result, you will feel more rested. And the practice of meditation itself will complement your sleep because it gives you a state of rest to both your body and your mind. Now, as you become an advanced meditator, there are some meditation techniques that allow you to replace sleep. And the one that I have in mind is specifically Yoga Nidra, which is a technique that I teach in my Limitless Life program. And it's the technique that yogis use to sleep only 4.5 hours a day. So many yogis, many meditation masters from the tradition of yoga, they sleep from 4 to 5 hours a day. Some of them as little as 3.5 hours. And they are okay. They are still, some of them, high levels of activity, and they can still function well. One of the means through which that is possible is Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is a meditation practice that you do lying down, and you go, depending on the style of Yoga Nidra, you will go into a deep, conscious sleep state. And that is what replaces sleep. It is said actually by some specialists in Yoga Nidra, like Swami Satyananda, that 1 hour of Yoga Nidra equals 4 hours of sleep. Now, that's not going to be when you just start doing Yoga Nidra. It's not going to be for you, and it's actually also not going to be for me. It's going to be for someone who is really going deep into Yoga Nidra and mastering that technique. But if you want to replace sleep with meditation, then what to do? And here is where I'm going to share a bit of my journey in this regard. And it's funny because there are two types of people that want to know about sleep and meditation. Some of them want to know how can meditation help you sleep better and sleep more and uninterrupted. And others want to know, how can meditation help you sleep less? And the answer to both of these is Yoga Nidra. In my experience, in my study, from what I've seen, from what I've read of what masters do, and also reading of other practitioners, Yoga Nidra is the best one for this. So for me, I always needed 8 hours of sleep. And after a few years of meditation, before I started practicing Yoga Nidra, after a few years of meditation, my sleep needs diminished from 8 hours to 7 hours. And that was as a result of me going better integrating meditation in my daily life, in the sense that my mind was less busy. I was having less thoughts. There was less mental effort being spent during the day. So that happened a few years in. And after that, many times I tried to diminish my sleep need from 7 hours to 6 hours, using Yoga Nidra and using other things. And repeatedly I failed. I was not able to do so. And sometimes what would happen is, with some lifestyle changes, I was able to sleep only 6 hours. And there was no negative side effects in terms of health or performance, but there were negative side effects for my meditation. It was not going as deep. I was feeling sleepy during practice. So that didn't serve any purpose for me, and I stopped. But recently, about a month and a half ago, I was able to further diminish my sleep need from 7 hours to 6 hours without negative side effects to health, vitality, performance, or meditation. And that came at a very handy time in my life, because now we have a newborn baby, so being able to function with less sleep is a great advantage. So how did I do that? For me, it was a combination of 3 things. And as I said, I've been trying this for a long time, and the combination of these 3 things worked for me. And these 3 things is Yoga Nidra, intermittent fasting, and determination. Let me explain. Yoga Nidra, I told you what it is, and there's another video on the blog about Yoga Nidra, and if you want to go deep, you can join the Limitless Life program. So once I wake up, I wake up nowadays at 4 a.m., sleep from 10 to 4, so only 6 hours. Then I do 1 hour of work to really wake up the brain, get out of the slumber. And then I do 30 to 40 minutes of Yoga Nidra. And I'm good for the day. I don't feel sleepy at all during the day. So that's one of the elements, Yoga Nidra. The second element is intermittent fasting. It takes a lot of energy for the body to digest. So eating less is good, but practicing intermittent fasting so that you only eat in a certain window of time every day, that is very, very helpful. Ideally, you would want to spend 16 hours every day without consuming anything except water. Not even tea, not chewing gum, not fruits, not coffee, nothing. Just water for 16 hours. And it's a bit tough in the beginning, maybe first 2 or 3 weeks. Then you get used to it and your body's saving a lot of energy. And during that time that you are not digesting, your body is in healing mode rather than digestion mode. So that's the second element that was helpful for me. I started with cutting first all snacks and then cutting breakfast. So I was doing intermittent fasting for 16 hours. And in the past 4 months, I have cut dinner and I have one massive lunch. So I'm following the 1 meal a day diet. I know this sounds extreme. I'm not necessarily suggesting everyone should try that, but I'm saying that for me, it has brought wonderful benefits. So the 3 things that have helped me diminish sleep from 7 hours to 6 hours. Yoga Nidra, intermittent fasting, especially OMAD, 1 meal a day. And the third one is determination. Before going to sleep every night, I program my body and my mind that I will sleep deeply and that I will wake up at 4 a.m. fully rested, fully refreshed. I'm programming my brain like that. It doesn't happen like magic, but if you do every night, little by little your system learns how to adopt that message and how to follow it. So a combination of these 3 things has allowed me to diminish sleep need from 7 hours to 6 hours. As you can see, it's possible with meditation, but that's not going to be the only element. And it's likely not going to be possible in the beginning for you. I'm sorry, that's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but that's what I've found in my own study and experimentation with this topic. So, conclusion. Can meditation replace sleep? Yes and no. We need enough sleep every day, and if we don't have, every area of our life will suffer, including meditation. The more stress there is in our lifestyle, the more activity, the more we're spending energy, the more we're going to need rest. So meditation allows you to diminish the need for rest in the form of sleep by giving you rest in the form of meditation. But that's unlikely to change the amount of sleep you need in the beginning. After you evolve with your practice, then it can happen, and it's likely to happen, especially if you're practicing every day and integrating into your daily life. But it's probably going to be a combination of meditation, intermittent fasting, and determination. And you can watch the full video to understand what that means. And if you follow those things, then it's possible for you to sleep less without any negative consequences to your lifestyle. I hope you have found this helpful. If you are on the other side of this equation, that your problem with sleep is that you can't sleep enough or you can't fall asleep, you wake up in the morning feeling that you haven't slept well, or you wake up multiple times during the night, then I suggest you take my deep sleep course, which will help you have better sleep through the power of meditation and some lifestyle changes. All right, so this was video 88 of a series of 100 videos. There are 12 more to go. If you want to make sure that you keep receiving them, then like and follow the Facebook page of Live and Dare, or subscribe and turn on the bell if you're watching it on YouTube. Happy growing.